explain?
So, Cal,
yes.
my friend, I want the best for you.
Uh-huh.
I want you to live your life unburdened by how you feel other people demand you to be.
Okay.
So what that is for me, what I want from you is you just to embrace yourself. But sometimes we're afraid of that. Because we're afraid if we open up that, like, what if we get rejected? You know, what if we can't embrace our true selves?
Right.
And your true self is a furry. But you won't. When I say, oh, Cal, you're a furry, you're like, no, I'm not a furry.
Well, I'm not like, oh, well, no, I'm not a furry.
Something,
like,
but like, listen,
I mean?
when
I'm not
someone,
offended.
Listen, when someone comes out as trans, you know, you buy them a dress or a binder.
Okay.
And when someone comes out as a furry, you give them a tier list of all their favorite furry creatures to try to determine a hierarchy of who is the best furry friends towards the least furry friends.
I see.
And because I love you so much as a friend and I care about your well-being, I did that for you.
I see.
And not only for you, but for everyone, because after we've done this, we can share the link and everyone can learn a little bit more about ourselves. It's tailor-made to you.
Okay.
But it's a mixture. I took some things that I knew are specifically aimed at your interests.
Okay.
But I consulted with some furries.
Okay.
And I picked some of like the really famous furry icons,
I feel like that we should also talk about like some not backstory, but like every time Hunter makes a furry joke in Hell of a Boss, people get very offended. You guys have to understand, like you all have to understand.
I respect
that is
and
not
love you.
about you. That's about me. Like it's about bullying me.
No,
bullying.
Not bullying you.
You know, if Hunter's like, oh, that character's for the furries, they're not talking about you. They're talking about me. And so
I don't think that's a bad thing, baby. I think that what we should do, what this is about, is going to the mountaintop and screaming, I'm a furry, and I am proud, and there's nothing wrong with it, Dad.
So, why don't we
get started with the official Calxiyn
Mickey
Furry List? Do not look. So we've got 5 tiers. On number 1, we have marriage proposal incoming. You think this is my husband, wife, life partner. Next, we have hello, sexy. Let's be friends. Maybe you don't want a life commitment with them, but you think that they're great. Then in the middle, you have fine, but this won't awaken anything in me. You'll just look at Toucan Sam and think, oh, that's a talking bird. You won't be like, oh, I am also a talking bird, and I want to talk to my talking bird friends. Next is they have fleas, where you just don't like them. You don't want them. And then the last one is euthanize them. They cannot share this plane of existence with you anymore.
Okay. So can we just address the fact that you put Arnold on here as a cat? As a cat boy? You made Arnold a cat boy?
We go in order.
Oh, okay.
First, we have...
I just wanted to clarify that Arnold is a cat, okay?
Listen, you want to know what happened is that I texted your boyfriend being like, hey, can you send a photo of you with that filter giving yourself cat ears? He never texted back. Thanks, Arnold. And then I was just, screw it. I took a photo of Arnold and I put cat ears on him. Okay. And he looks very handsome.
So let's start. I feel like, though, for the context of this Animal Crossing villager, we first need to talk about Legoshi, because the only reason why I got this Animal Crossing villager was because of Legoshi.
Because you gave me a list of Animal Crossing characters you love, and like 3 of the 5 were wolf boys.
Yeah, and so it does happen. So, I will put, like, the problem with Hunter's categories is like, I feel like Animal Crossing characters are very asexual, so I'm feeling more like, let's be friends.
Oh, it can be like, hello, sexy, or let's be friends. It can be either or, you know?
So,
imagine that exclamation mark is a slash.
I will put Fang right here.
Yes.
Because we are very good friends. Same with Julian. Julian has been my friend. I know I'm not going in order, but Julian has been my friend for a long, long time. So I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Adam, okay?
Yes.
Like, are we talking about appearance or like personality? Because like
my
first
package.
instinct is like, no. But at the same time, like, Adam in terms of aesthetic is attractive. So I'm still gonna say no, because, like, that's not marriage proposal material. So we're just gonna...
But, like, you can, like, listen, them being, like, an awful person who is hot bumps them up from euthanize them to, like, they have fleas for me,
that makes sense. Okay, so let's talk about the beast,
like in Resident Evil 8, Lady Dimitrescu, right? She's an awful, like, vampire. She murders people, but she is, like, the sexiest creature I've ever met my entire life.
Okay.
So, like, she's marriage proposal incoming, or hello sexy, despite the fact that she would murder me. Hell, I might even like it.
So let's talk about Beast, okay?
Yes.
Beast is marriage proposal material.
Oh, really?
Like, I feel like that it all started with Kovu for me, but, like, Beast is still good. But not this Beast. This Beast has
live
a
action
horrendous
2017
personality, okay? Like, that Beast, live action 2017 Beast is, like, awful. Their personality's awful. You know what bugs me the most? Is that scene where he's like, oh, of course you'd read something like Romeo and Juliet. Like, I saw somebody post that on Twitter the other day, and I was like, I hate him. I forgot. And so, yeah, like, OG Beast, a king, gave a girl a library, did not judge because he could not read. This man, oh, you read Romeo and Juliet? How pedestrian of you. Like, no, he's an asshole, so that's...
He's a real
you know
incel in the new version.
And so, we'll put the incels together. I'm gonna put Adam with him, okay?
Wow.
Blake.
Such a divide between the beasts.
I know, right? Look, one is, like, literally...
One is king.
The other, not so much. Let's talk about Blake. Here's the thing about Blake is that, like, I like her, but I don't, like her. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like, I like Weiss, right? But I don't, or I like Roman, but I don't like Blake. But I feel like, though, Blake is very, very cute. And I feel like that the cat ears... are very... Again, they were on the furry path. So
as far as I can tell, you like wolves and cats for your furries. Okay.
So far, anyway.
All right.
So who's this? Because I can't even
That
see.
is the entire Broadway cast of Cats.
No.
Excuse you?
I have not seen Cats before.
Rum Tum Tugger.
I have not seen...
Skimbleshanks the Railway Cat.
Cats. I haven't seen
the
Cats.
Gumby Cat.
I haven't seen
Gus
Cats.
the Railway Cat.
I have no desire to watch
The Rum
Cats.
Tum Tugger. Fuck.
Apparently, Hunter saw Cats with their partner, but
And the movie.
I have not seen it. And so, well, I haven't seen it, so I won't, like, you know, I'll give them a fair...
But they're scary.
They're scary. I'll give them a fair chance. I won't
in
put
all
them beside
fairness,
Adam. Like, they're probably not that bad. I'm sure one of them's hot, but I haven't seen it.
In all fairness, some of them do have actual fleas, so I think that is a fair addition.
Catra, of course.
So the thing
thing
about Catra that I realize I made a mistake now is I feel like I should have two Catras. One from the end of the series, and one from, like, the middle of the series.
It's like the journey.
It's the journey.
You know,
I guess it's the same thing with Blake,
right?
is that she was the journey as well.
I feel like I did like Blake's long hair more than her short hair, just personally. That's, like, my preference.
Really, I took that short hair photo because it was the first one available on Google Images.
Okay, so this is Froppy from My Hero Academia.
Yes.
I'm gonna put her here because I feel like that she's
cool.
not furry enough to awaken anything in me. As you say, like, she's cute, but like...
absolutely.
Yeah, so that's that on that. Spice and Wolf,
Holo, the Wise Wolf.
That's been a long time. Like, I remember reacting to that show was so long ago, and I don't think I ever did the second season.
You never watched the second season?
I don't think so. I think I only did the first one.
Did you not fall in love with Holo?
Oh, I did. I don't know what happened, but I really like her. I think I will put her at the top. Like, she's not necessarily... I don't know about marriage yet compared to the other characters. Like, we'll reorganize this after, obviously. But she is definitely, like, she's on the cusp.
This is just the first run, you
Exactly. Ilya. Perfect. I think that she's, again, she's higher than Blake. We may need to put Blake somewhere else. Ilya can go up there for now.
Absolutely.
We'll put Ilya in Marriage Proposal, but I feel like if Ilya's up there, then she should be at the tail end of Marriage Proposal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, Isabelle. Isabelle's, again, just my friend. It's really hard to think of Animal Crossing characters as anything else than just...
Good friends.
Good friends, you know, to me anyway. Yeah. Judy Hopps. Is the fox... Okay.
The fox is also on
Judy, I feel like, is somewhere in here. Like, with Blake as well. You know? Like, she's nice.
Okay.
She's cool. But I feel like I have a bad boy thing, but for the furry character. You know what I mean?
You like furry characters?
Maybe that's why. Blake is not as much of
but like
but then
Catra
Adam,
is
too much of a bad boy,
Yeah,
is like,
you
Catra's
can
a
go
bad
too far.
boy. You know?
Catra is, Ilya is in her past. Holu's
Yeah.
pretty sassy. She's a bad girl. Beast, little bit.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
mean, that's the whole thing is like Beast on the out. Like Beast would still fuck somebody up if they mess with
absolutely.
you. KK Slider, like bro, he's just a dog. Like he doesn't even wear clothes or anything. Like he's just a dog.
He's a free spirit, but he's a musician.
He's okay.
He's a musician.
I feel nothing.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about the trifecta, okay? As I've gotten older, I have a greater appreciation for Mufasa.
Yes.
And so I think that we will put,
He's
this is
like,
Mufasa, right? I don't have my glasses
that is Mufasa,
on.
yes.
Yeah, so Mufasa's like over here,
King
actually.
Dilf.
Yeah. And so Kovu is before being, like Kovu was where it all started.
I really need to watch.
We need to watch The Lion King 2. Do you guys want a reaction to The Lion King 2?
Because, like, apparently you just have really strong feelings about... And everyone... Listen, like, literally, when I looked up the list of, like, what characters do furries love, The Lion King was there, but, like, number one,
Kovu.
not even before the first movie that people actually really loved, they were like, nah, be Kovu.
Yeah, so Simba's kind of a little bitch sometimes. So Simba's kind of a little shit sometimes, but, like, on the cusp. Simba's not a bad boy. He's a whiner. No. I understand the themes of The Lion King. Don't come for me.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. Like, Kovu sounds like a bad boy, and Mufasa's a dilf that could, like... You know what I want in a partner? Someone who's able to, like, give me guidance.
Yeah.
You know what I should do? I should get on one of those sugar daddy websites.
Oh my
and
God.
I feel like Mufasa is an animated furry sugar daddy. You know, he's gonna tell me what I need to do in my life.
Oh dear.
And I feel like you won't admit it, but that's how you feel as well.
Let's talk about Mickey.
Yes.
I feel like that Mickey should go here because there's nothing.
He's pretty bland. He's a nice guy.
Not that, but like in terms of like, if we're talking about like fur, like in the context of fur, like he's Mickey Mouse. Like how, I don't know. I don't even want to know. People do shit Mickey with Riku though, and sometimes I'm just like, I don't know. But the answer is no. Like that is the like Mickey. No.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Sora. I really like Lion Cub Sora, but he is a cub, and I know like in the furry community that's also like a thing, like cubs versus like
I hadn't considered
that.
And
so I think that we'll just put like that Sora. I like his design, but he like Sora's just a friend.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And so now we have Monsters Inc. Sora, and I think that's an interesting choice because I didn't necessarily think of that as like furry material.
Scaly.
Yeah.
You know,
I think I like the design, but like it doesn't do like furry wise, it doesn't really mean anything to me. I don't know. Do you guys feel like that? Anyway.
Okay.
Who's this?
That's Lola Bunny.
Oh, okay.
Who controversially was made less sexy in the newer Space Jam film.
Okay.
Furries love her.
Right. I don't feel anything towards her. Let's put her over here. I don't know why.
It's like,
I think it's the bunny thing. I think that's the problem.
You don't like bunnies.
Not that I don't like bunnies, but I like the carnivores more.
Oh.
I think, like, you know what I mean?
I should have put Velvet on this list. Maybe.
Velvet's different though.
Where would have Velvet been?
Velvet would have been like
Hello,
before
sexy, let's
Blake.
be friends. Okay.
She would have been like she would have been at the top before Mufasa. Like she would have been right there. Yeah,
dang.
You forgot Velvet.
I didn't.
Why
put
is
Velvet.
Sun here and not? Anyways, let's put Luna again.
I fucked
Queen.
up.
I have to like reshuffle this now. Let's see. Okay, no, that's fine for now. Luna and then this guy,
Vortex.
we love him, so we'll put them together at the top. I think I have a thing for wolves.
I think you have a thing for wolves. I think you have a thing for carnivores.
Yeah, it's possible.
Claws, ears, sharp teeth.
So I have not seen Beastars season 2 yet because it's in Netflix. Like it's not out.
Yeah.
But I feel, is he really? He has his moments though. He did that thing at the end of the thing. Anyway, you guys should all watch Beastars if you have not watched Beastars. But I think that we're just like I don't find him very. I think that he's
okay.
He's just okay.
He's fine.
Now let's talk about the king. Okay, Legoshi is definitely up there. I think he's before Kovu, but they basically they share the spot in my heart.
Yeah.
You know, Legoshi is everything to me. Like Legoshi. We love Legoshi.
I guess I kind of get it, but I also don't.
Legoshi's like my dream guy. Like if I had a dream guy, it would be Legoshi. Okay, like kind of like quiet and like awkward, but also like like ready to cut a bitch if you're
And
in trouble.
You?
No.
Anyways, Haru.
Okay. See, Haru's cute, but in like a self-insert kind of way. You know what I mean? So I think I'll put her up with like Blake and everybody, just because I feel like that if Haru actually existed, I would be friends with her. I would not be in a relationship with her. Like that's sort of how I'm thinking. Like Haru is myself in like if I were in Beastars, I probably would be a bunny or like a poodle or something. Like you know what I mean?
You would be a bunny. I could see you being
or
a
something.
rabbit.
And so yeah, that's how I'm sort of thinking. Marrow. I don't know. Like Marrow's okay. And that's surprising because Marrow's like a dog faunus,
I
right?
thought that Marrow would be really high for you because you're always like, ooh, my sweet boy.
I don't know. Like
Marrow
he's nice.
shows
Like
up.
he's sweet. I may put him with Blake actually, considering.
Wow, that's
like,
a pretty significant jump.
Yeah, I may put him with Blake actually, but like it's more in the friends category. Like I'm not like I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, yeah.
I feel like how I imagine the Hello Sexy Let's Be Friend is that like you want to pursue this person either romantically or as a friend. Like, you ever just see someone and you're like, God, you're so cool. I want to be your best friend.
Like I feel like Marrow's really sweet, but his personality isn't really like compatible for a relationship, I guess.
Okay.
You know, it's hard to explain. Exactly. This guy, we love him. We'll put him aside.
Wow.
Yeah. Have you watched Zootopia?
I have. I thought it was a good movie and I liked his character. I liked him more than I liked Judy.
That's like, I feel like that, for us it was Kovu, but for the next generation, it was this guy. Oh,
Zootopia has like cracked so many
And then
furries.
the generation before, it was Robin Hood. You know what I mean?
Robin Hood.
Like, okay, so this guy from Animal Crossing, I don't really like him that much.
Really? I forget his name. I think it was
Raymond.
Raymond, that's what it was.
I like the eye color difference, but like I don't.
People love Raymond.
I know they love him, but I don't.
But you
don't.
don't.
I feel like that Raymond is like a twink, and so I feel like that if you were like into guys, well, I'm into guys, but I'm like into like 1% of guys and then all of the girls in the you know what I mean? I'm saying if you're gay, you would probably like Raymond a little bit more. I don't know.
He's like an astute twink.
Yeah.
He's like if Truman Capote was a skinny cat.
I don't know what that means. I don't know who that is. Anyway, okay, Robin Hood. So I have never seen Robin Hood. But I do like the aesthetic, and so I will put him.
Listen. He's everything I want. He's like woke bae. You know, steals from the rich, gives to the poor. Is a hot fox. He can have adventures.
That's true.
He's sly. He can play a musical instrument.
You're convincing me.
He is like mwah.
I'll put him up here. He went really. He like literally.
Yes, he's great.
Yeah.
He has a bop theme song. Like, Beastar's opening is great, but it's not like Robin Hood, Little John, walking through the forest, did about and did a lot. Like, it's great. Like, that alone would put him in the fine category.
Yeah, I think that he's probably leading into the
absolutely.
mayor. I don't think he's the type to settle down.
I don't want to settle down with him, but I want to be his best friend.
Exactly.
I would try so hard.
Who is that?
That's Rocket Raccoon.
Why?
From the Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's like the least sexual, like, you know what I mean? That's the least romantic character. That,
but
more than Mickey, like, you know what I mean? Like, at least, like, I don't know how to explain this. Like, Mickey is at least in a neutral spot where I would like to be his friend. There is nothing friendly about this man.
That's fair.
So
that's fair.
Why?
That's fair.
Okay, I like this guy.
Yeah, Fish Boy.
This guy's from
Prince.
Zelda. I know him, so I'm gonna put him over here
because
I actually really liked him when I played Zelda that one time. And then
that's when you look up things that furry people love. It's Zelda, and it's the fish guys.
I really like him. I do. Yeah. I like the girl, too. The girl that's in love with Link, but then she's, like, not. You know what I mean? They don't get together. Sun. See, Sun's interesting, because I don't know. I don't know if I feel like Sun's kind of like Marrow, where I just don't go with his personality. You know what I mean? And so I feel like that, at least, like, Blake and Haru, like, I feel like that would be, like, cute, but I feel like with Sun, I would just be annoyed.
Sure.
And so that's sort of how I feel. Tokiyami. How does that work?
I mean, he's a bird.
I guess. Right?
Tokiyami. I mean, I think
that's
he's like
interesting.
he's very stern and he's very like, huh.
I do like his personality.
If I was a teenager, I would want to be friends with him. I would think he was super cool.
I think that there's potential.
Like if we went to high school together.
Yeah.
You ever just see like some people...
There's marriage proposal potential, but I'll put him there for now.
Dude, it's like people where it's like you look at them and it's like, I want to make you laugh. Because I feel like if they're really like cool, like common collective, like person laughs at you, then you've really won. That's how I feel with it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Why, Hunter?
Because he's like a sleepy little...
This is all sort of like, you're like a mascot, and there's like nothing, like you are the most asexual character that I've ever seen. First off, you know what I mean?
Doesn't he have kids?
No, he has nephews.
Oh, well,
he's like the cool uncle.
You know, this is how I imagine. It's like right now we're in our 20s. Mm-hmm. We want certain things. If we were on our 40s or late 30s, if you were like he 50, has a job... He's really good with his family.
If you were old,
dad bod.
I'm sure like that was something I was thinking is that like Tom Nook is kind of like a dad
he's a dilf
character.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe just not for me. Tony the Tiger.
When you're in your furries love
I know, but
Tony the Tiger.
I don't love Tony the Tiger. I feel like I wouldn't like eliminate him or whatever you did, but like I don't.
I think he's great.
Oh my god. I don't get the appeal at all. Even though he's like again one of those carnivore characters, I guess.
He's too friendly and corporate.
Maybe.
You're like he's too fake.
He's like Mickey again. Yeah. Like you know what I mean? Like there's.
He's like too fake. I don't know who you are as a person.
I guess.
You know?
Yeah. Can we also, while we're here, just put Kermit the Frog because he's another one of those where I'm like, sir, like you are not marriage material, like, you know?
Kermit, at the very least, is hello sexy, let's be friends.
No!
Kermit's just such a nice guy.
But you said, but this won't awaken anything in me. That's how I feel about all of these, like, very corporate characters, I guess.
I think that, like, listen, I feel like him and Mickey would hate each other. They would not get along, and that's why I would like Kermit more. It's because I think he's more like indie. I feel like he would like we could talk about like we'd go through his record collection.
Yeah, I'm just going by.
I feel like he'd smoke like
I'm just going by your thing. Sure. I guess is that like with Isabel, I kind of feel like okay, well she's a real like these two villagers are villagers that I'm friends with, whereas I'm like, but you're like a mascot.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Anyway,
I feel that way with Mickey, but not with Kermit.
Let's talk about Cat Noir, okay?
Not technically a cat, but definitely also a furry.
Yeah, this is kind of weird, just because, like, so when I was 6 years old, Sora was 14, okay? And now Sora is, I guess, 18 or 17. Like, I grew up with Sora, having a crush on Sora, but now when you kind of, like, age out, it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know. Like, my feelings towards Cat Noir are kind of weird now, because I'm like, oh, like, it's kind of like Ruby, where a couple of years ago, I would have liked Oscar, because I would have been in high school, like, in the same, like, you know, in grade 10, liking Oscar, or whatever. But now I'm like, but now Oscar's, like, a kid, so it's weird. And so with Cat Noir, I feel like adult AU Cat Noir that I see a lot, that's where I'm like, yes, like this is cool, like edgy, angsty Cat Noir AU type thing. But like in canon Cat Noir, now I'm just like, you are a kid. You know what I mean? It's like there's a flip that goes off in your brain at some point once you read, like once you reach a certain age that you realize that some of your favorite characters were just chill, like just kids. You know. And so I would put adult Cat Noir in like marriage proposal material. I think that honestly, Cat Noir has better stability. Maybe not than Legoshi, actually. Let's go back. Okay.
I just want to point something out in my shame. I think I spelled marriage wrong in marriage proposal incoming.
Oh, Hunter, no. So yeah, I think that like adult Cat Noir and I, like we would get married. We'd have the 3 hamsters. It would be, and like Adrian Agress has lots of money. Okay, he's rich and he's also Cat Noir. Like what more can you ask for? Now Ladybug. I feel like that Ladybug is. Here's the problem.
You thought about this with these two.
She is so in love with Adrian that I feel like no other relationship would work out, whereas Cat Noir, I'm like, I could change it. You know what I mean? Like with Marinette, I feel like that it's hard to imagine her in another relationship because she would never love anybody else. Whereas Cat Noir, I'm like, nah, you love Ladybug, but I'll fix that. I'll change you. Whereas I feel like But
oh, Fixie.
I really like her design, and if she wanted to marry me, I would marry her. Like, again, adult ladybug, obviously. And so that's sort of how I feel, is that if she had gotten over her feelings, I think that it's cute. I'll actually put her before Holo. I hope that she gives me a miraculous, though. Like, what miraculous would I get? I want a miraculous out of this.
I want to be your friend. I can run your social media accounts.
Oh, boy. Oh, Panther.
Yes.
From Persona 5.
Another person who's a person,
interesting.
but also definitely a furry. I also know very little about Persona 5.
Here's the thing about On. I don't know. There's not really anything. I don't know.
Because, like, people... Like, you romance characters, so I figured you'd have a strong relationship with them.
Well, okay, so I never romanced On because there are two girls that I like more.
It's Futaba,
so
right?
No, not Futaba. I like Makoto.
Okay.
And she's voiced by Ilya's voice actress, but she is not an animal, themed character.
Yes,
she's just a character. So I think that Panther is, sort of on the cusp of marriage, but I never romanced her, and so I don't really feel like, oh my god, she's best girl, she's so cute.
But you want to be friends and hang around Shibuya together.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Morgana. So what's interesting is that Hunter decided to use full-on cat Morgana instead of using temporary human Morgana, who is voiced by Cat Noir.
Oh.
So I would put human Morgana with Cat Noir.
Oh, that's from
He's no longer a cat anymore, but he's still Morgana, so I feel like that's allowed.
Wait. So
in Persona
I thought that was anthropomorphic furry fan art. That's from the actual game?
Morgana temporarily turns into a human in the dream world. And he's voiced by Cat Noir when he's in that world. So
I should really research the stuff I put in here.
I would put, just for the record, I would put human Morgana, despite the fact he is no longer a cat, with Cat Noir, because I think that his human personality is just so cool. Otherwise, he's kind of like a Mickey, where I'm like, no. Okay? So let's talk about Arnold. What was the thought process in putting cat ears on Arnold? That would magically...
Because I'm like, well, Arnold's not, to the best of my knowledge. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
I don't know him well enough to know if he's a furry or not.
I don't think Arnold's a furry.
But...
I think Arnold likes Blake. I think that Arnold really likes Blake, but we'll have to investigate whether or not Arnold's a furry.
Listen, I could make another one for we can put Velvet in there, do the Redux, have Arnold do this.
Maybe. So now I need to think about this.
I'm like,
where does just Arnold with cat ears? I love this because it's compare my boyfriend to all the anime characters.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do is I wanted to make you choose between Legoshi and your actual boyfriend.
Okay, so here's how I would rank this. Arnold, please don't get offended. At least you're over the majority of everybody else, okay? But yeah, okay, if it came down to it, would I pick Cat Arnold or Cat Noir? It's Cat Noir, I'm sorry.
It's just regular Arnold, but he's a furry.
Yeah, regular, even if Arnold had cat ears like Blake, you know what I mean? If Arnold was a faunus, I would still pick Kovu and Legoshi.
Wow.
So yeah, we're breaking hearts today, everyone. So that's my furry tier list.
Imagine losing your girlfriend to a character in a direct-to-DVD Disney sequel. I would fucking walk into the ocean if that happened to me.
I love Legoshi. Legoshi's just everything to me. I don't know, Kovu again is one of those ones where I'm like, would you be a good marriage partner? I don't know. But yeah, Arnold, I'll still marry you. Don't worry, none of these people are real. So, it's not... It's not like they
I guess not. No, these are all fictional characters.
Yeah, so the only amendments that I would think of off the top of my head would be Velvet. And I feel like Velvet, though, would kind of be like Haru, where Velvet's just my self-insert character to be with Yasuhashi. And Yasuhashi is not a furry character, so, yeah.
I don't know.
That's it, though. I think we pretty much got all of them.
I really racked my brain trying to think of who else I could add here.
Yeah, I'm thinking if there is a show that's coming out called Odd Taxi that is kind of like Beastars. Maybe I'll fall in love with a character there.
Yes,
but I think we learned something about ourselves today, is that
I
like wolves.
Yeah.
And lions and foxes, I guess. And so
carnivores.
Yeah, carnivores.
Creatures that will pin you down and open your jugular.
I guess so. Yeah. And so that's kind of where we are with that. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I think we learned a lot about each other.
Man,
today.
did I enjoy it.
I hope Noah's gonna have an interesting time editing this. Anyway, okay.
Sorry in advance.
All right, guys. So that is it from us. Let us know if you want us to do any other tier lists. I think that we should do a Ruby one again. Like, I feel like we should do Ruby ones again for sure. Like, I feel like that there's definitely other ones that we can do. But yeah, if you guys were wondering,
I already have a couple other ideas.
Yes.
For what to do next, but
also,
yeah.
do you guys see Legoshi back there, by the way? Like, I feel like that I should have pointed that out earlier, but like my Legoshi statue's back here. I feel like we should do psychotic anime men tier
That's what I was gonna do.
We still have Lelouch, there's Light Yagami, like there are people in here that are not
evil
furry.
character tier list.
That's a good idea. I think that's like mix it with some Disney villains and then some
that's what I'm gonna do next.
I think so. And so yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you to all the patrons who support our channel, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
This is my proudest work.